There you go. Good job. Good job. Nobody drowned.
Yeah!
In an emergency, you can leave it at the bottom. Just survive.
Yeah, remember, yeah, if it happens, and if you know, you
The Juneann Lewis Show. We're here to inspire you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Juneann Lewis Show. This is your host, Juneann Lewis. And look, today it's one of those days, you know I tell you all the time, I bring you educational, informative, and inspirational videos and content. Listen, this particular guest that I've got today, I am very proud of this young lady. At the young age of 30, she created a forum that is truly changing the world and making her mark and an impact. She's already written her place in history based on what she's done. This is Miss Carrie Wata. Shalom. Carrie, thank you so much for being on the show. I certainly do appreciate you being on the show. Carrie is a young lady that is making a mark, as I've said, and a difference in this world. Carrie is the creator and the founder of Afro Mermaid Summit out of Miami. That's where she's starting. More than likely, this is going to end up Afro Mermaid Summit throughout the world. Atlanta, Tampa, all over. I'm thinking that you're going to expand. And truly, it's an opportunity to introduce people to the mermaid world. Carrie, I'm so proud of you. Carrie, by the way, is featured in MerPeople on Netflix. You guys have got to watch that. Please do tune in and watch MerPeople on Netflix. I know if you haven't, please do. But anyway, Carrie, you've done so many things. You're featured in Voyage Miami, Voyage Atlanta. You're featured in, what else are you featured in?
I'm also featured in Black Joy Reckon.
Black Joy Reckon. Listen, Carrie, I'm going to do this. I'm going to let my guest speak a little bit on herself. I'm very proud of her. But Carrie, I'm going to give you the floor. Please tell the people a little bit more about yourself, why you started Afro Mermaid, and that sort of thing.
Yes, so I originally started Afro Mermaid to bring recognition and awareness that Black mermaids came first in history. We have such a long history with generational trauma as it relates to Black people getting in the water.
Wow.
So I wanted to be able to bring us back and show us that we can have fun through water and through play and by being mermaids. So now I have an annual mermaid convention every year. I teach swimming classes. I am a certified lifeguard as well. And I am committed to turning everyone into a mermaid.
She did try to turn me into a mermaid. Well, Carrie, one of the things that I'm very proud of is the fact that Afro Mermaid started and so many people are attending. I had the opportunity the last time, earlier this year, to attend Afro Mermaid. And I'm going to tell you, it was a wonderful experience just watching the interaction between the mermaids and everyone there. It's a beautiful type of convention that you guys have got to come to.
Where are you from?
I'm from New Jersey, New Jersey.
All right. Okay, is this your first time?
No, third time. Been here since the
Third time, okay. All right. And where are you right now?
Right now, it's in Afro Mermaid event. It's a place to be.
Greetings. I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Where are you now?
Oh, I live in Portland.
No.
Oh, at the Afro Mermaid Summit.
Yes, I'm here for the third annual Afro Mermaid Summit.
And what do you feel so far?
I'm having a good time meeting everyone. I'm excited for the next few days.
Good. So I am in the Mermaid Convention, and this is my first time here. I'm wearing my shades and my blue hair so I can be cool. So, but I'm having a blast. Nice meeting all these great people.
Well, thank you all again for coming for the third Afro Mermaid Summit. Some of y'all look familiar. I think I saw y'all on MerPeople.
Hello, everybody.
I am Illuria, and I am here at Afro Mermaid, and I just went to Iona Paris's amazing seashell crown making class, and I just did this under her careful tutelage. We had so much fun.
Have you seen one?
And this lovely one made a crown as well.
She made 2 crowns. Thank you so much. So,
If you want one.
yeah, so let me ask a question.
Please.
Are you coming back next year?
Oh, absolutely.
Would you encourage people to come?
Most definitely, 1,000%.
Are you having fun?
So much. I loved every minute of it. There is not a single negative vibe. There is not a single down moment. This is just joy all the way through.
My name is Naja. I am the owner of Majestic Entertainment, one of the first Black companies to create silicone mermaid tails around the world. And I'm here at the 3rd annual summit for Afro Mermaid.
All right. Are you having a good time?
I'm having an amazing time.
All right.
I'm here with my Mer family, so
All right.
can't help it.
Where are you from?
Puerto Rico, viva Puerto Rico, boricua, 100% guepa. Eso es.
Period. North Carolina, 336.
Where are you from?
I'm from Burlington, North Carolina.
Oh, Burlington, North Carolina. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Darling, it's better, glamour is better, take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day, until the sun they slave away. You in the ocean, turn out the naughty under the sea. Here all the fish is happy, as off through the waves they roll. The fish on the land ain't happy, they sat 'cause they ain't been bold. But fish in the bowl is lucky, they in for a worse fate. One day when the boss get hungry, it's one day we all dead.
I'm here at the 3rd annual Afro Mermaid Summit. My name is Merbeast Irie. I am the owner of Merbeast Armory. And this is my first Mermaid Summit ever, and I'm having so much fun.
Oh. She's also wearing one of my crowns right now. Ursula. She's rocking the Ursula crown. Come on,
Here at Afro Mermaid.
Somebody, can anybody find me? Somebody to love. Somebody to love. Come on, somebody to love. Me, somebody to love. Me, somebody to love.
At Afro Mermaid Summit in Miami. I am Mer Azalea. I come from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm definitely having fun. I'm pooped out. I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm tired.
Is this your first time?
Yes, it is my first time, and I'm having the time of my life right
Would you recommend people come?
Of course, of course.
you encourage people to come back?
Absolutely. Just the new people that I'm getting to meet, the energy that I'm feeling off of these people is wonderful. I definitely recommend it to others.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Boku. I'm from Israel, and I made this crown. And thank you so much for letting me use your materials and shells to make it.
Were you in the Iona Paris seashell class?
Yes.
Is that why you made that crown?
Yes, the class was amazing. Actually, it's still going over there. I just went super fast because for some reason it just worked.
You are splendid. Thank you. So you were in Iona Paris Seashell Queen class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And would you come back next year?
Absolutely.
Would you encourage people to come?
Absolutely.
All right. Did you have fun?
I'm still having fun. It's not over yet.
Somebody to love, somebody, 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 somebody.
I don't care what part of the world that you live. The next mermaid, I believe you do have the information up already for people to be able to come in there. We'll share that information with you so that you can come on and join Afro Mermaid. Now, the name is Afro Mermaid, but however, you have it for everyone.
Yes.
Yes, 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 yes. So I know you told us that, that why you created it. As a young girl, I've heard you say this. Please go back and tell us about your journey to this point.
So, as a young girl, I never had the opportunity to see a black mermaid.
Wow.
I never saw physically anyone that looked like or represented me. A black girl with natural hair, and it's kind of saddening. It makes you feel insecure. It tells you that you can never be a princess or a mermaid because you don't see mermaids that look like you on TV.
Right. So, Carrie, I've got a very important question to ask you. Do you think that there's diversity in the mermaid community, and has it changed any at all? Do you see any of that?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me, when you say yes, what have you seen has been the difference, if you don't mind explaining to the audience?
So, about 10 years ago, there were not that many black mermaids. The very first mermaid was the Caribbean Pearl that came in by storm and decided that she was going to make some changes, and she really opened the path and led us to having this opportunity. Back then, there were no black mermaids just swimming around freely like we are now.
Right.
So now, as I grow up, I realize that I want to be that representation. I want to be the representation for all little black girls to see that they can be mermaids and princesses too.
Yes, yes. And you know, Carrie, I can imagine then when the Little Mermaid came out, how you felt.
Oh my goodness. My little girl heart was screaming.
Right.
I went to the movies, and I actually got contracted by a few different movie theaters and third-party companies to watch the Little Mermaid movie for free in my tail and take pictures with the children. So it was such a pleasure to be able to give that representation to the children to see the movie, and also have that representation for me and my little girl heart to see a black mermaid on the screen as I'm dressing up as a black mermaid. It was one of the most beautiful things.
Yes, yes. And as you can see, Carrie is in her tail.
Yes,
and she is fully representing the mermaid. Now, it's a world that a lot of people don't know of, but it's a real world. And Carrie, at your convention, I've had the opportunity to be there at your convention, and you've got vendors there. You've got I call it karaoke night, but it's the first night. People are celebrating. People are enjoying. They have the opportunity to sing and interact with each other. What is your venue like? Tell us, what's the first day, the second day, the third day? What's that like?
Oh, it is beautiful. So it's a 4-day event. And on the very first day, which is Thursday, we have a pod swim where everyone comes in, we start swimming together. And then later on that night, we have our siren song karaoke, because mermaids love to sing and lure sailors. And then on Friday, we have our vendor day where everyone can come to the sea shop, buy mermaid themed apparel, crowns, soaps, anything that you can think of. And then Friday night we have our gala, which is a ball where we all get all dressed up and glammed up in our best mermaid attire, and we dance the night away. We have an adults only burlesque show that night.
Oh,
yes,
the burlesque show.
It is. So it's so much fun. And then Saturday is our main event day, where we'll be at the Miami Gardens. It is super beautiful, and it's a majestic place where it's just tropical, and it's like fresh spring water. There's fish in the water. It's so beautiful for photo ops, and we have classes and everything.
And you know, that's very interesting, Carrie, because obviously it's a world that you're introducing people to new, because the last time I was there was a lot of new people that had never seen that world before. And so I was glad I had the opportunity to be there and to interact. Now, Carrie, on your magazines that you're featured in, what is the main conversation that they're speaking about you?
So in most of the magazines that I've been featured in, they're asking questions like, why did I do this? How did I do this? How long and how far do I plan on taking this? And I'm not going to stop.
Those are the questions, yes.
Never going to stop.
Yes.
I am here to stay.
Yes. So as I said, she's writing her place in history, creating a legacy, not just for her, but for other Afro mermaids as well. Even though her summit is not just for Afro mermaids, it's for everyone to come out. But at the same time, it gives, as she said, Afro mermaids a place in the mermaid society. You said you were a lifeguard, and now you do those things. You grew up not knowing how to swim.
Right.
So that's a major thing, to become a lifeguard, not knowing how to swim. Go ahead, tell us a little bit more about that.
I just felt so compelled and so intrigued by water, and then realizing that not only me, but a lot of us Black and brown children do not know how to swim. And then I found out that there was a national shortage for lifeguards. Meaning that a lot of our pools, especially in the urban areas, were closed down because they didn't have lifeguards.
Wow.
Yes.
That is interesting to know, not cutting you. That's interesting to know that there's a shortage of lifeguards. And so I encourage somebody that might even be scared of swimming, because I know for me, Carrie, I defeated the fear of swimming right here in Florida. I'm not a lifeguard, but I've learned how to swim. But if there's a need, somebody might need to know that that's a position that you probably can fill. Now, Carrie, tell the people how they can get a hold of you, because that's very important.
Yes. So you can always call me on my cell phone. No, just kidding. Sorry. So you guys can always reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook at afromermaid.co. Also, that is my website. Also, my website is www.afromermaid.co. C-O, yes.
Right.
And my email is the same, info@afromermaid.co.
Carrie, is there anything else that you'd like to share with the people?
I love you, people.
So this is what we'll do. Carrie came down, and I'm very privileged, because if you notice that our environment is not a regular studio today, and the reason it's not a regular studio, Carrie's actually visiting me at my home. And so we decided to make the home the studio today. I want to share with you guys, the world is made up of different people, and we have to embrace that as human beings. That's what makes this world so special. It's the fact that we're all different, and it's what makes us a beautiful melting pot and more interesting as human beings. And I said human beings. Now, even though mermaids is supposed to be a tale, Carrie, do you have anything to say about that? Is it real or not?
It's definitely real.
No, you've heard folk tale. There you go. You've heard folk tales as a little girl growing up, and even now. Tell us a little bit about those folk tales that you've heard.
So there's so many stories about the very first written mermaid. She was in the Mediterranean Sea that fell in love and jumped into the water. There was another story about Maimi Wata.
So that's the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
That's the Little Mermaid. That's the story behind that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then Maimi Wata.
And then we have Maimi Wata, she was the mother of the sea. She was the protector of the ocean. And then there's also the story about a mermaid in my island, the St. Thomas Virgin Islands. Her name is Miss Saltfish.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Carrie, are you from St. Thomas?
Yes.
You are from St. Thomas, okay. The island people. Have you had the opportunity to go back home and share this type of information with your family and friends back there?
Yes.
Okay.
So one of my goals is to actually try to get in contact with some of the aquariums and outreach programs so that I can go back home. I can go back home to my islands and represent in a real way, go to some of the schools and show them what I'm doing here in the States and bring it to the islands.
Right, that's wonderful, that's wonderful. Carrie, do you see yourself having little mermaids of your own?
Oh my goodness, I would love to have little mermaids and mermen.
And mermaids?
Yes, my little merbabies. I would love that.
Well, look, guys, I want to thank you for watching the show today.